I'll get started then. Woo,
Good
bright,
morning,
hold on.
Heather.
I'm so sorry. So bright. Hi.
Hi.
Love the start of season 2. It's been great so far. So I'll ask 2 quick questions. I'll start with Mr. Tudyk. I'm big fan, long time. I really wanted to talk to you about your choices, Harry. You have a long time. I am so sorry. This is so bright. You
look great. So.
Oh, thank you. You have a long time history in sci-fi, in the nerd cultures. What really brought you to Harry as a character?
He's everything that I would want in a character. As far as it's the show itself, that's the true test. If you read the script and if you like the whole show and the world that's created that Chris Sheridan wrote in the pilot, I was captivated by that. But then also, Harry is a murderer, so you think bad and it's serious, but he's doesn't know how to be a human, and he wants to kill a child, so definitely serious, but it's so funny simultaneously. And the sheriff is hysterically bizarre, and his deputy is also just a huge-hearted oddball, and everybody in this town is somebody I would want to tune in and watch. And it's physical comedy. It's as I said, it's drama, but it's also some action. It's everything all in one. So I've always liked that in projects. I got brought into sci-fi with Firefly, and it was similar in that way, that it had all of those same elements in one show, and they all work together. And it's just rare. So I was very happy to get to go to Patience and play.
It's wonderful. Thank you. And Mr. Reynolds, in the second season, at the end of the first season, we got to see a little bit more of Mike kind of round out. What are you really looking forward to? We're kind of seeing some pieces kind of fall apart, the layers of the onion fall away. What are you really excited that the audiences get to see coming into season 2?
I think the thing that I'm most excited about for the audience to get to see is some of Mike's backstory. I think in season 1, part of setting up the town of Patience was giving backstory to the people who are from Patience, that have the history there. And being that Mike is, other than Harry, obviously, Mike's the only other person who's not from Patience. So, we spent a little less time in his personal life and more in his professional life in season 1. Season 2 is going to flip that a little bit. We still have, the criminal, side of things where they're investigating crime, but there's a tremendous amount of depth that we go into what brought Mike to Patience. Everyone is hiding from something that they don't like about themselves in some way, whether you're looking at Harry or whether you're looking at Asta and the adoption, or whether you're looking at Darcy and relationship choices. Everybody's got something within themselves as the characters of the show that is something that's splintered and needs healing. And so we get a revealing of what that is more specifically for Mike this season. And it was a joy. I mean, I'm with Alan. A character that you can make jokes with and be dramatic with is every actor's dream, And so I was saying in the last interview, some of the most dramatic work I've ever done happens in season 2 on a comedy. So I'm eager for the audience to see that.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We have 4 more minutes, guys.
We'll be brief,
All
but
good.
interesting.
Hello. My question is for Alan. I was wondering, as Harry, we kind of seen the struggle between the alien identity and struggling with human emotions. For season
Yeah.
2, can you talk about, especially when Harry goes forth into patience and meets more of the different characters and people living there, can you talk about that battle within himself and how that will impact him in season 2?
Yes, it's you've nailed it. That is his struggle this season. Is
Yes,
it was what was happening right at the end of last season, that he was feeling these emotions and he didn't like it. He's losing his identity, and he's searching for that this season. And his link to humanity is Asta, and she's pushing him out because she doesn't want to be the only thing that keeps him from destroying all of humanity. And so she helps him embrace his emotions, but just like a kid, he's like a kid in so many ways. He feels them like a child would, since they're new. He he doesn't have a governor on them; they just happen. So he needs a lot of help, and it can be very funny and also disturbing.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Jamie.
Wanted to know if you could talk a little about, this is kind of continuing on that, but Harry's struggle to kind of connect with other people and build these friendships this season. And then Corey, maybe you can chime in.
He's trying to make friends, or he wants to. Yeah, I think he'd be happy just living with pizza and Law and Order, and not really dealing with anybody else except Asta. But that's too much. He needs more friends, and he needs to go out into the world. But also, the world is coming after him. Sheriff Mike is coming after him, and their friendship is very unlikely at the beginning of the season because Harry happened to inhabit, or the alien happened to inhabit, the body of a murderer. And so now all the evidence points rightly to Harry, even though Harry didn't do the murdering. So
Not that murder.
Yeah.
not that murder. He murdered a
He's
murderer.
a different murderer. Yeah.
He's a murderer, and that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, but yes, it's dealing with these emotions like a child. You saw it in season 1, like him learning about jokes. It's with your characters, with Mike, learning about jokes. Like his laugh isn't ha 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 ha. His laugh is just this open ha 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 ha. Like all of his emotions are the same way. When he feels sadness, it comes upon him like that. If there's fear, it's like that. Anger, same thing. So he has to not only, he needs to get used to his human side and learn to control it.
Great. All right. Well, thank you so much. Hi, Corey. Sorry, I didn't really get to hear from you.
No worries.
Thanks.
We'll get you next time.
Yep.
Thank you, guys.